Hello everyone! So we can all agree that The Eminence in Shadow is a good series, and one of the things that we love about this series are the 7 shadows, so that's Alpha, Beta and so on. In this video I will be giving my rankings of who my favourite of the 7 shadows are. Just a quick FYI, this is just from an anime only watcher. I've only recently just started to read the light novel and I haven't even gotten to where Shadow meets Alpha yet, so like I said, this is just from an anime watcher only. Okay, enough dawdling around, let's jump right into it.
At number 7, Zeta.
Now Zeta is at number 7, mainly because I don't know that much about her. Like, she's made appearances in like a few short seconds of some episodes, and she only had like one line in the entirety of the 20 episodes we got. And I think that was like at the end of the credits, like literally just one line, like one sentence. So that's the reason she's at number 7, is because we don't know much about her. She's not really done much. The only thing we've got from the scenes we got of her was that she may be like the top recon specialist out of the 7 shadows. But just until I know more about her, she will be staying at number 7.
At number 6, Eta.
So Zeta is at number 6. The reason behind this is that yes, she's made appearances sort of like Zeta, maybe a bit more, and she hasn't taught in the series that I know of. The only thing that she's done more than Zeta is actually contributed to like one of the story plots. Like, I do believe she's like the main scientist of the group, so she's probably created the machine that allows Shadow to disguise herself as Mundane to enter the Bushing Festival, I believe it was. So for that reason, she's at number 6.
At number 5, Delta.
Delta is at number 5. Now I know she's possibly some people's like top favourite, mainly because of her fight in the Sanctuary when she was fighting all those bald clones. Like, while I admit that was a pretty epic moment fight, the reason she's at number 5 is that what's reoccurring is that we don't know that much about her again. And the only thing she's really done really impressively is the fight. But yeah, she's at number 5 in the minute. The only other thing that we do know of her is that she's actually terrified of making Alpha upset or angry. So that's the only thing she worries about, aside from, obeying Shadow. But, at this stage in the game, she's at number 5 at the moment.
At number 4, Epsilon.
At number 4 is Epsilon. Now, she's one of 3 of Shadows that have taken what Shadow has shown and taught her and made a sort of a second life for her. It could be just a case of getting Shadow Garden more contacts or access to certain kingdoms, but they're doing something that they really enjoy. They're taking it and making something they can enjoy. For example, in Epsilon's case, she enjoys playing the piano, and now she's known all over certain kingdoms as a piano composer, even though it was Shadow teaching her Beethoven from, the real world. But, that's what really got me about Epsilon. And not only that, she's also trying to, in her words, change fate, I believe it was, but Shadow can see through it, and if you watch Eminence of Shadow, you know exactly what I mean. But, she may have made less appearances as Delta or even Eta, but, I just really like the fact that she's doing something other than, shadow guarding, killing, the cult of Diablos and stuff like that. So she is at number 4 right now.
At number 3, Beta.
Beta is at number 3. Now, she has shined more than some of the other shadows. She's a well-known novelist. She sort of acts like Alpha's second-in-command or assistant, helping run Shadow Garden. And she's managed to infiltrate the inner circle of Princess Alexia's group, which is quite good. And it's been hinted that she's in love with Shadow. So she's been shown off more and showed different sides of her and what she's contributing to Shadow Garden, and also doing something that's not she enjoys but not part of Shadow Garden, if you know what I mean, with Epsilon. So for that reason, she's at number 3 at the moment, but I think she is a great character.
At number 2, Gamma.
So Gamma is at number 2. Now I know what some people are gonna think, why did you put Gamma above Beta? Well, it's mainly due to the fact that one of the things I like about Gamma over Beta is because of she's like the one that like can't really fight, like she has like no battle finesse, I think it was said, and she was known as Gamma the Weak, I think, or is that just from the game, because I do play the Shadow Garden mobile game. But putting that aside, instead of allowing that to hold her back, like holding like, you know, the other shadows and Shadow Garden back, she's instead, again, like Epsilon, like Beta, uses the knowledge Shadow gave them and create pretty much the shopping mall. You know, help them run a business to help with the financing of Shadow Garden. So she hasn't like allowed, you know, for the fact that she can't battle to hold herself back. She instead found another way to be useful, to be helpful. And I thought that was really great. And I must admit, I do like how she's like, you know, clumsy with her feet. I don't know what it is about it. I just really just like the fact that I think it's just a case of like, as far as we know, like all the shadows are supposed to be like, you know, perfect, finesse, and like here's Gamma with a flaw, which I actually quite enjoy. So that's why I've got her at number 2 at the moment.
And at number 1, Alpha.
You guessed it, at number 1 is Alpha. The reason I've got Alpha at number 1 is the fact that she considers like all the shadows, at least the 7 shadows, as her sisters. I don't know if it applies to everyone in the organization, but she really does care for them. We got that from the flashback we have of when Shadow and I think her helped create the house that the 7 shadows were originally in. And she just wants to protect them and help make sure they can stand on their own 2 feet while helping Shadow Garden. And that's what I really like about Alpha. And not only that, it does sometimes feel like Alpha's got this bigger role to play in the future of Eminence and Shadow. Like, we know she's like the perfect copy of, oh, what's the name of the blooming hero? I forgot the name. But anyway, the hero that appears in the Sanctuary. Olivia, that's it, Olivia. I forgot a minute, I'm gonna keep that in. So yeah, we learned that she's like the perfect copy of Olivia. And not only that, I do believe she's Beatrix's, pretty much the elf champion, Brucian Festival, like God of War, I think she's called or something. We learned she's her niece. So yeah, I really think she's got a bigger role to play. But that's how it stands at the moment. I might make another video after I've read like the light novels, but we'll wait and see. But that's the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully you watch the next one, okay? See ya!